We're live. All right.
I'll go ahead and check the channel.
No, it's gonna flip. You gotta just hit.
Okay. I hit the button.
So did you hit the button already?
I hit the button.
Good. Yeah.
And you sent me a bill plate today.
Kind of good, brother.
I'm going by the number.
All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And first and foremost, to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI,
double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. All right. And you know, the would-be judges, the 144,000, which is the tabernacle of David, to be the new government here on earth, ordained from heaven, ordained in the scriptures, to be the new ruling class people on earth above all other people and above all other governments. There will be no other governments. All right. That's what's written in the scriptures. All right. And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, among the heathen that have the appearance of the heathen. This is not a black only thing. All right, this is an Israelite thing, and the Israelites were scattered among all people. That is why the Lord is going to send the angels to pick out the wheat from the tares. All right, and to the few akwaf, meaning the sisters that are listening and learning, we say shalom. And the title of this video is Iran is not losing.
That's right.
You know, MSN is being very disingenuous with their reports. Basically, they're lying. All right, disingenuous is just a fancy way of saying, you know, why you lying, nigga? Okay, to show that we got a little bit of vocabulary. We're not just a bunch of dummies over here.
Message, man.
Absolutely.
Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Yes, because when you watch the mainstream media here in America, you know, you've been hearing these reports, and you would think, just if you were watching just Fox, CNN, and, you know, ABC, CNBC, you would think that America's just doing great. Right. And the truth of the matter is, America has suffered trillions of dollars worth of damage. All right, they've destroyed bases that cost trillions and trillions of dollars to build, and they've completely annihilated them. And there's a lot of death on the American side. They were trying to say 6 soldiers. No, dude, man, it could be in the thousands by now. Easy. There's no way that you can destroy that many, because now Iran is now hitting civilian targets. See, that was some shit that Israel started doing, and it was okay. And now, and it got to the point where Trump was trying to get on TV and boast like, well, we're not going to ask for a ceasefire. You already did. That's right. 4 days into this war, Trump realized they ran up on Iran, and Iran had hands. Right. They ran up on, hey nigga, and I just want to talk. You know, and that's
y'all talk.
No more window love.
Yeah.
No more window love.
And see, the last time that Iran tried to actually sit down to the table and have peace negotiations, America and Israel attacked them, bombed them.
Yeah, while they was in the middle of it.
All right. So they're like, no, it's no more talking, man.
He said, fool me once,
right?
The police can't fool me.
And then that bitch being shamed. Somebody can get that Habakkuk 2:16, because Iran, I gotta give kudos where look, Iran went out and built airfields of paintings.
That's what I was gonna say. I was waiting.
They painted. It was genius. They painted tanks, and they painted fighter jets and aircraft on the ground. And America and Israel just wasted millions of dollars bombing pictures. And got today the laughing stock of the world.
They got all that damn
always bragging about their intelligence. So that's how you know you can't. when they said, well, our reports tell you, no, man, you was bombing the ground, bro.
Yes, idiots.
That nigga could have drew a Jordan down there, and you'd have been bombing that. They
I'm about to find it.
They're like,
man,
nigga!
'cause I had that- I got
and then
that
so
one
they
saved.
did a laughing stock, man. It says somebody get that no more wisdom and team as well.
They gone.
They gone.
They
Hey, Lord,
revolted
number
and
one.
gone.
I was going to get this right
Bring
quick
it out,
because you
brother.
started with it, and this is one of my favorite scriptures, man. In the book of Daniel, it tells you that it says, Daniel, since thou started to humble thyself, I have come for thy words. Well, these are the words of Daniel. This is Daniel 2:44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. But it shall break
It's like it say that the kingdom should not what?
Shall not be left to other people.
So that's scripture?
It's Daniel 2:44.
That the kingdom will not be left. How can the kingdom not be left to anybody else? But anybody else can come into the kingdom. That's counterproductive to the scripture, because the Lord says, "I will not give my glory to another." So how can someone else come in and be party to the kingdom when the Lord says, "I don't deal with anybody
It's
else"?
on there. I need to edit. I'm gonna edit the title because it's loosing and not losing, but I'll edit that one.
Okay,
We do that.
Yeah.
It's but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. All right, so Daniel spoke those things, man. And guess what? We have also the different brothers, you know what I'm saying, starting from the elders of Great Mr. down, have been going out and preaching the downfall of America. So if we're taking these precepts as lively in 2026, then guess what? The Lord is coming for the words of the destruction of Babylon. It's already written. So he used to say this a bunch of times back. Said, the America has already been destroyed. We're just waiting for the physical manifestation. When you read the scriptures where it talks about that there should be a desolation, that the Lord is gonna basically, when you go to the word desolate, it basically means made plain. So like when you get like it's figuratively like when you grab a paving machine that has this big ass cylinder that's heavy as fuck and makes plain ground, man. And guess what? That's what's coming to America. All right, though your pride has deceived you. Like the elder said, you guys were waiting for Iranians to shut up, roll over, and give up.
No.
He's like, no, we're not scared. No, and that's for a ceasefire. Basically, because he wants y'all to come in and get destroyed. And guess what, man? It says that the Carmenians shall remember this. So them Arabs are gonna go on your asses, man.
Hey, ancient Persians, man.
I got that.
Hey,
what you
Will.
called for.
And the elder can call for the one in English.
Real quick, before we get there, let me play this before the spirit pass on it, just to show you. I had pulled up the video of Iran tricks Israel, and I'm gonna play it.
This video is so embarrassing to Israel. They released it thinking they blew up an Iranian helicopter, but instead they wasted $1 million bomb on a painting. Look at the rotors, they don't even move, it's still there. It gets even better. How about these strikes on the fighter jets? They don't even move. Watch this one right here. Look at the front, it just stays intact. They're painted on the ground. The Israelis and Americans are dropping $1 million bombs on paintings. This video is so embarrassing to Israel. They released it thinking they blew up an Iranian
Hey, doesn't
helicopter,
Israel
but instead they
appreciate
wasted
good art?
$1 million bomb on a painting. Look at the rotors, they don't even move, it's still there. It gets even better. How about these strikes on the fighter jets? They don't even move. Watch this one right here. Look at the front, it just stays intact. They're painted on the ground. The Israelis and Americans are dropping $1 million bombs on paintings. This video is so...
So I
just want to say it lowers their morale. Now they basically looking stupid because that's just messing up their money, their morale, all of that. You know?
And I just saw a video of all those settlers that go in to be with guns and be kicking people out of their homes and shit.
Yeah.
They're all fleeing, running from the
Good.
because
They know what's coming.
Yeah, you can see them all fleeing now. So it's funny. They're looking like the Gazans now, and parts of Israel they're not showing you have been leveled.
Yeah.
And we're talking places where they're occupied with people
Yeah.
in Tel Aviv and different cities around.
This video...
All right, and so and then what they're doing is they're promising 5 years of prison for any Israeli citizen that uploads images of what's really happening. So they're really trying to,
To control the narrative.
the same way that Bibi got on TV and lied and said that, well, if you want our DNA, we'll give it. No, you won't. Then do it. Give every Israeli citizen. What about that DNA? And they gonna duck and dodge just like they did the files.
Oh,
Okay?
and they still
This is why this war is going on because they're trying to cover up and get around those files.
It was crazy.
Right?
It was I think it was a British dude who ran across the field. He said, "I ran from the files." So he played on the Iran situation. He had to be a nigga. He said, "I ran from the files." And I'm sitting there looking like, damn, this dude got a good play on words. You know what I'm saying? You know,
That was clever.
it was very clear. It was witty. You know what I mean?
I got a scripture to call for.
Oh, damn. Me too. Go
I
ahead,
got
Pop.
footage
Uh,
of
th-
the bomb.
this
Go
is-
ahead, brother.
This is that Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus says Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not very wise in their decisions, man. They're doing things hastily, and they're making horrible mistakes.
That's right.
Okay, but the Lord, and we've been telling you, man, that these days and these things
It was
gonna
coming.
happen.
Yep, it was coming.
And the Wadi Yahweh that they're here.
We get to see it.
The Wadi Yahweh that they're here now, man. Because we've all been patiently suffering and getting scoffed at, you know. And I just saw a video with a dude walking by, you know, giving a chick the look, and she got that disgusted look on her face, and it said, "Me walking by," because when all the conspiracy theories are proven true. And so all the people who are in denial, because the only true conspiracy in the West, the truest conspiracy in the West is the truth being covered up. All right, because it turns out that almost every conspiracy is true or has truth behind it, and it's the ignoring of the conspiracies or avoiding them, which is a conspiracy. You're conspiring to run from the truth or try to keep the truth from coming out. And Esau Edom is just being exposed, man, on every level, man. All right, I got a line of videos that I've got lined up to do a lesson on of Edomite women talking about the problem in the world is white men. And this is Edomite women. They're saying it. All right, so once you lost your woman,
That's it.
okay, it's over, man. And so Esau, and I think it's beautiful. That Esau is now going through what Jake went through with Eve.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going through it now. All right.
They publicly saying,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got the other scripture that you called for. This Habakkuk 2:16.
Mm-hmm.
Thou art filled with shame for glory.
Key up there.
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Yeah. Shameful spewing on that glory. I just watched another video today where the man was being questioned why was Native American history and Negro history being removed from the history books. And it was a yes or no question. He started trying to circumvent and talk around it. And the guy said, it's a yes or no question. And then he gonna try to fire back. This isn't a court hearing. No, because see, then he started trying to explain. But I, and it's like, no, man, it's a yes or no, yeah.
Buffering.
He trying to talk, well,
That's all.
well, educators can choose and pick and choose, and it's like, that's not the question.
That's right.
The question is, why are you, and you feel that it's okay to remove, this history from the history books. All right? And then he mentioned some explorer, some guy, and he said, but I find it interesting that he had a French name, I forget the name, is still in the history books. Is it because that this particular individual is a white man? And the guy was just sitting there looking stupid, turning all red faced.
Right.
So it's not shameful spewing on their glory, because the funny thing is that a lot of these like far right wingers, and Edomite supremacists, they have been very proud about their conquering and destroying you and having a boot on your neck.
Yeah.
They're very proud about it, among themselves. And in the not so distant past, they were very proud to profess it to the world and everyone else.
Exactly.
All right, and now all of a sudden they're ashamed of it and want to hide it, because this Edomite man has a complex, and the complex is that he needs everyone to believe that he is the face of what's righteous, good, and clean.
That's right, brother.
All right, and when he's the complete opposite. And I've been saying, even before the truth, you can't trust people with bald faces that wear neckties.
That's right.
At
All right, and that was a particularly, I was specifically speaking about white males.
The ball
Okay.
champions.
I got scripture back over
It's
this.
like real quick. This is Psalm 7 and 9. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God trieth the hearts and reins. My defense is of the Most High power, which saveth the upright in the heart. The Most High judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He has bent his bow and made it ready. He has also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
What's funny is the Lord had already made
Mm-hmm.
what you was gonna destroy yourself with. God damn it, half a century ago.
Yes.
Before you destroyed this, what you gonna destroy yourself with? The Lord didn't gave you the understanding to
Because
do it.
he's checkmated you now.
Right.
It was check. If you play chess,
Mhm.
all right, if you understand the game of chess, when you threaten someone's when you threaten someone's king, you say check. That means that they have to move or defend their king.
Right.
Okay, that and I'm no great chess player. I understand
Concept.
the concept, mechanics of it, but I've never really I won't boast to be some great chess player. I understand how to play though. I do understand the movements and the rules. And but when you attack someone's king, you say check. All right.
Right.
And so when he had them, when they get the waster, I have created the waster. When they created that waster, that was a check move.
Right.
All right. Now we're at the point of checkmate.
That's right, brother.
WW3, the third woe, somebody can grab that as well. That's checkmate, and that's where we are. All right. And what's coming after that? What's going to come after that is the chaos, martial law, and then the micro C here. Karagma. That's all we're waiting for.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
If the chaos is on its way. That Marine getting his arm broke the other day.
Yep.
That's I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that started an avalanche.
That's
All right,
true.
of military people,
Bucking
soldiers. Yeah, and so it's a problem with not only veterans, but there's a problem with active duty now. You got to remember, just a couple weeks ago, those sailors sabotaged that $1 billion aircraft carrier so that they wouldn't have to go to Iran.
Right.
All right, and I've never heard of that ever happening
Wow.
in my lifetime. I've never seen. Yeah, but they sabotaged the sailors did it, the soldiers themselves,
They stuck.
because they didn't want to go fight for just same thing that Marine said. He didn't want to go fight for the Israelites.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I got a little bit more in this. It says,
Like a damn
behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and have conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made it a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate.
same thing that happened to Haman, his forefather.
Con.
Yeah, I'm gonna build these gallows and hang all these damn Israelites,
Right.
and then he can end up him and his family end up getting hung on those very gallows that he built.
And he gave the order to execute. He said,
Okay.
what shall we do with these?
Hold up, that was spiritual that Marine got his arm broke, because Marine, he represented Esau. His arm got broke, I mean his mic got broke and stuff.
He's like, hey, defend me. Don't break my arm.
Yeah, that's the ultimate
He's a fighter.
face of America.
Yeah,
It's the eagle and the Marine.
yeah.
Right.
All right, the
fruit of
Marine
crowd.
the Marine Corps is the right. It's the creme de la creme of the American fighting force.
Bring it up, read.
All right,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
and for that to happen the way it did, and then he said they have forbidden the fight, and the fact that he got his arm broke in the presence of the commandant of the Marine Corps, the commandant was there. He called out for help from the commandant.
Yep.
He asked the commandant to stand up as a Marine because he knew what was right, and they broke this man's arm with the coming out of the Marine Corps sitting right
Yeah, you
there.
can hear it snap.
All right, and all them 4-star and 5-star generals up there, because you had them Army guys sitting up there too, and with all these generals sitting up there, and this decorated Marine back there getting his arm broken for speaking the truth in a place where you're supposed to be able to speak the truth. It was a town. I forget the exact
town
title.
hall.
It was one of them town hall
thing,
meetings.
right.
Right? And he stood up and said, look, no one wants to go to war and fight for it. He said Israel was the cause of this fight, of this war. No one wants to go and
Nobody
fight for
wants to fight
Israel.
for Israel.
And then that he said the trigger word.
How can she slap?
And then he grabbed them up. And then and he was tough as nails. It took like 5 or 6 of them
Because he could have fucked them up.
to even move. Well, because he didn't even start fighting.
He didn't fight.
He definitely could
He could
have
have
jacked some people up. But he didn't.
He had a message.
You
That's all
know,
he wanted.
but you know what? And he was basically, I'm telling you right now, that man is Marines and other servicemen all over that are mad as fuck.
Yes.
And that he's gonna be the start of something. I promise you.
Isaiah
You
19.
may not see it right
Two.
away,
Yeah.
but it's gonna happen.
That divide is real.
Mhm.
This is Sirach 5 and 13. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of man is his fall.
And the tongue of man is his fall, and honor and shame. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that the coming out of the Marine Corps is finished. He done lost all credibility with his Marines.
Yeah.
No one's gonna want to follow him. That was a bad look.
They won't
All right.
take them out.
All right, because of the my former, I'm not gonna say any names. All right, because it's some weird out there be trying to figure out, you know.
Yeah,
I
know the people
where
who
you
know
at,
got
right,
shit else to
right.
do.
You know, he's already Edomites. The people they know who the fuck all of us are.
Yep.
But nevertheless,
Let's not help.
the my former company commander, all right, became the commandant of the Marine Corps. He served as a commandant, all right, and he was highly beloved among Marines because he was one of those Marines that were enlisted.
Out there with you.
He was enlisted first, pops.
Yeah.
All right, there's a difference between a West Point officer and an officer who came in as a private.
Yeah, they showed you that when
It's a huge difference.
they showed you that Tyrese was in a movie where he was an enlisted man and then he wound up going back to officer training.
Yeah.
And this, that, and other. Yeah.
That being a point.
Right.
He was an enlisted man and who became an officer, and it was quite a few of them in the military.
Right.
But those type officers get the ultimate respect of the soldiers.
Cause they work for them first.
And especially grunts.
Right.
And he was a grunt. All right. Because I'm and I'm not boasting or bragging. I'm just telling you the truth.
That word.
Had there been some grunts, if there'd have been a grunt unit in there,
Bruh.
They would have told that
they
motherfucker.
every office, every security officer in there would have had a well whooped ass.
God.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if that'd have been 3-7, and they did that to a Marine in 3-7, there was other members of 3-7 there, that all them security officers would have had a well whooped ass, because that would have happened in my unit when I was in. That wouldn't have went down. We'd have all been in the brig. we all would have been in the brig, and our unit, our company commander would have been coming to get us out.
Yeah, there you go.
Now y'all can't leave. Like if other good
Right.
fellas,
Like that double
door.
King.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that
Company commander lost his.
that company commander, he has no.
Yep.
He's done.
Lost all respect.
He's
That's
done.
it.
And that was a really bad look for him to just sit there and look straight ahead.
And be called
They
out.
broke his
You know,
hand.
Be
in front
called
of
And
out.
while this
You can hear it
Marine,
snap.
he called out to the
And you
commandant.
can hear it
And
snap.
the female Marines were calling out to the commandant.
Damn.
Damn, the
They were
bulls on
calling.
his back.
So the women were like, he's a Marine, he's a Marine. Commandant. They were calling out to him. Why this dude back here getting his arm broke by the senator and them pussy ass guards.
Yeah.
All right. It was funny, but it wasn't.
Right.
And it was a very bad look for America. And the brother Barack from the LA camp sent me that the day
Sure
he
did.
sent it to me at night. And I was like, I saw it, I was like,
Yeah.
damn, and we had a little quick chat about it. And I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning, that shit had gone viral. And so, and that would have, and brothers was doing videos on it. People in the world was doing videos on it.
It's over.
Yeah, and I was real busy that day because I usually do my videos early in the morning.
Yeah,
When
we was
I
running
do
around.
them in the dark. but you know it's still dark out usually when I do my videos. But you know, I forget what was going on, but
Yeah,
I had to wait and do it to that night. And by the time I got to do my video, there had been, you know, 5 or 6 videos done by brothers that I'm aware of already. All right, so I had to put my 2 cents. But what is all this is going to lead up is to the sedition,
Right.
Yeah,
and it's coming.
yeah. This Isaiah, because really, this showing you how really weak you is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this showing you how feeble you is. That your own, you even not only do you get wars all around, you get wars that's brewing, which was going to the scriptures
Inside your own home.
Inside your own home, all right, and really, dude was a senator. He ain't seen war, ain't seen battle, ain't seen shit.
So, supposedly he got kicked out of the military.
Right, and
According to one of the senator.
The senator broke the.
But the
Marine
senator
law,
supposedly the senator got kicked out of
Out
the military. That's
so he
what I'm
couldn't
trying to say.
cut it.
Right, he couldn't cut it.
And one of the soldiers called him out on it while it was happening.
That shit crazy.
If you go back and you watch that video,
And listen close.
he said you a punk. That guy was talking. There was a soldier that was talking to him.
Like, nigga, you
He
couldn't
said
even
you a
make it
punk.
in court.
He said you couldn't make it. That's why you got kicked out. Fat ass.
Damn.
Right.
Man, I remember
That
part.
was that guy.
When he called him a fat, yeah.
You gotta listen to everything he said.
It was at the end when
He said you couldn't
Right,
cut
right.
it. You got kicked out.
Damn.
So I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, how you get kicked out of the military and get to become a senator?
Daddy.
You know?
Yeah.
No,
He-
I'm gonna tell you what, they
It's
white
smart.
people that shit.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
remember what Will Smith said in that movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said,
When
I
he-
want that. I want you to white people that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
he said,
yeah,
if
yeah.
my daughter grades ain't good
Yeah,
enough to
you
get in
do
that school, I need you to white people that shit.
Yeah.
So that's how he got there.
Yeah.
They white people that
Well,
shit.
white people that shit. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Right.
True though.
This is Isaiah 14 and 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou as become weak as we?
Ooh.
Art thou become like unto us? Because in America, they military was known for having some type of order.
Right.
And to see
And
your
fear.
and fear. But now your military, even your military is coming up against you.
Yeah.
And your own senators, your own supposed to be kings, all right, is
The men are supposed to be the first ones
Right.
to stand up for the military.
right
Are the ones that's doing them the worst.
doing them the worst. And that soldier, and let's be honest, that soldier could have killed this bitch ass right there. Could have done all them dirty.
Yep.
But you know what? He understood order.
Yeah,
he
he
still
held
held his
honor.
place.
He held
He
honor.
held honor before anything. And that's what's gonna happen. A lot of these you ain't gotta look, you ain't gonna have to worry about us, you Edomite. You gonna have to worry about them veterans.
I'll be
Yeah.
Them niggas who
I'll-
can't sleep at night and gotta take
You
medicine.
gotta worry
Yeah.
about the dudes with that
Seeing things.
1,000-yard stare.
Right.
You gotta
know?
worry about all them guys that you talk, all them snipers you talk,
Right.
Yeah.
all them state platoon. You know,
And
them
that's all
Marine-
they
you gotta
do.
worry about them Marine Corps sniper guys that's still out there.
Hey,
All right?
what?
And they try, and them Army snipers is out
Yeah.
there.
Hey, what?
What's that dude that they call the Reaper? That one Jake with the long dreads?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta worry about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already told you when society fall, he killing the whole block.
Right.
Wow.
He already said it.
Yep, sure did.
He
Hey,
said I ain't. He said no, man. I'm killing the whole block.
And then they talk shit about him.
hey,
They put him on a range, and he proved it. That he
Oh,
can
the
hit.
Reaper.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they put him on a range because didn't nobody believe him.
No,
that he could
They
hit that
put-
shit
they
like
don't
that.
call this nigga the Reaper for nothing.
They
Man.
put
Right.
that nigga on the
But see,
range.
it goes.
Hey,
It
Yeah,
goes-
he
it goes-
was
it
doing
goes-
he was doing 1,300-yard
So,
shots easy.
He
boy.
said he still got it.
It goes. It goes to show you. It goes to show you that when Jake is educated in anything,
That's right.
they will outdo Esau, even with his own blessing. You hear a lot
Yeah,
of
the
brothers say you
Israelites.
ain't gonna outdo Esau in his blessing. No, that's not true. Jake will outdo Esau in anything.
Yeah, if
Anything
he
that he
puts
you
his
know
mind to,
that
you're
if
trained
he's
in.
given the same opportunity,
Oh yeah.
he will outdo Esau.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
No matter what it is.
Well, that's why they bombed.
That just wasn't Jake's blessing,
Right.
but he still will outdo him when given the opportunity.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
That's that Rambo statement years ago when yeah exactly when he said God didn't make Rambo, I made Rambo. That training is crazy, man. And like you said, that 1,000-yard stare.
Oh,
Hey, that's like blinders, baby. That's blinders. Motherfuckers don't see shit when they in that mode.
Done.
I got a scripture.
Oh, it's
Go
a
ahead,
little
John.
more to this. So
Go
like
ahead.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
It says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee." Right? So, in verse 12, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" When you go into that word Lucifer, it goes into the king of Babylon. All right, which is talking about here today.
Now.
the
And who's the current
Right.
king of Babylon?
Right.
And keep hold that scripture. And with that in mind, we all watched that movie Civil War. I think I watched it twice. All right. And all I can say is that it's remnant of what's going on now. A guy, because throughout the movie you would see these PSAs that were being broadcast by the president, that his side was winning. Until you got to the end of the movie and you realize that his side was not winning at all. They were losing, and he ended up dying in the office. They overran him. They killed what was left of his Secret Service, and he was put. And then he even begged for his life, and they put him to death. and it makes me think. And every time I see the orange dude get on TV, and I'm seeing it's remnants of that movie. He's giving reports that are actually false and not true. Okay, with that, and finish that, and we're gonna play this video because all the reports that you've seen coming from America is that they're just annihilating that Iran.
Right.
All right, and maybe they have done great destruction, but Iran has did major damage, major cost trillions of dollars of destruction to American assets, all in that area, and all in the name of the Israelites. Okay, go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 16. This is Isaiah 14 and 16. "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the houses of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet." And you can see Esau being put down right now. All right, and this Esau is going to fuck down.
Yep.
You look at different societies compared to American. You go now. If you on TikTok and Instagram and you watching what's going on, they comparing lifestyles. Oh, this is how much this costs in America. Well, this how much this costs
over here
in China. Oh, you buy a house in China, you flat out own it, no taxes on it. Well, here in America, you do XYZ. Hey, look, this
And
place
those
is weak as fuck.
And those taxes go to the Israelites.
Right to the Israelites.
It goes straight. Those taxes go straight to the Israelites.
Proceeds.
Okay,
Right.
and after you done bought it, it goes to them.
You get nothing.
This
Okay.
place is through.
And that's what they said. The WEF
You
said,
basically, you own a house. Is you best a fancy
renting.
renter.
You're
They
offensive.
said
Yeah,
the
you're
just a
WEF
fancy-
said
you're
you
fancy
own
renter.
nothing, you'll be happy.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy it.
You're just a
gonna be cool.
fancy renter. It's all a racket, man.
Let me get the scripture in real quick. Okay, this is Sirach 20 and 8. "He that useth many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority, therein shall be hated."
That's
They,
exactly what it
they,
is.
they don't, hey, to pull a war, that's supposed to be an act of Congress.
Yep.
How is this man to just DJ 47 decided it's me now?
He's,
He listens
because
to the
he
Israelites.
does. He makes rules, but he doesn't follow his rules. All right. They set up rules of law, which both the Israelites and the Americans have been violating for a very long time, man.
But that's why you were saying what you were saying. There's gonna be there's a lot of ex-military. These guys have been trained by this government that's got that 1,000-yard
And
stare.
they're die-hard constitutionalists.
And
All these soldiers,
Thank you.
up in, especially these white males, they want their America back. They want their eagle back. They want their constitution in place. All right.
And willing to fight for it.
They want it in place. And then now, and the thing is that soldiers, you're taught. We already did that with the UCMJ. The first article in the UCMJ is about defending the law of the land, and any individual within the government, from the highest office to the
You're
lowest,
supposed to smoke him.
that goes against the law of the land, that person is supposed to be apprehended, arrested, and brought up to charges. So the truth of the matter is, the commandant and all those officers should have been apprehending all those senators and Trump, according to the law of the land. Just saying.
There you go.
All right, they should have, according to their own law, the military should have been apprehending all these people and then and putting them in the brig, and they remain there, and then have new elections and all that to get a whole new leaders.
Yep.
To have that's what they should have been doing if they were true Americans.
That's right.
There you go.
But they're not doing that. They're allowing these people to just be rogue and do whatever the fuck they want, and the world sees it and the people see it. And that's going to have a trickle-down effect, because the law enforcement is doing the same thing. ICE is a form of law enforcement. All right? And they're doing the same thing. They're disregarding the rule of law and just doing whatever the hell they want. And guess what? A lot of local city cops have been doing it as well all along. But now they're going to do it on an even greater scale. Okay?
No checks and balances.
And eventually, right, because there's no checks and balances, and that's the whole thing. That's why you had your so-called three branches of government, but the fourth part of the government branch of government, which really isn't a part of the government, rule over the other three, and that would be the Federal Reserve, which is owned by who? The Israelites.
The
Right?
Israelites.
The Israelites control the Federal Reserve.
That's right.
It's a privately owned bank
That's
that
got a
actually
name.
has a voice and say so in the politics of the three branches of government.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple as that, man.
They control the
You,
nation's money.
they are controlling everything.
They control the
man.
government. They
It's
control
all
the
about the Israelites. Okay?
Whatever y'all got.
I got a pressure.
But
It's Psalms 9 and 19. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, let not men prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord Yahweh, that the nations may know themselves to be but men.
Yeah.
Salah.
And the Lord is going to use Esau to bring down Esau.
Thank
That's
you.
your Isaiah 19 and 2.
Yep.
All right? That's your, what you got, Mike?
Psalms chapter 37, verse 17. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but Yahweh uphold the righteous.
Ooh,
And they go, when I said a Marine got his
he got his
broken,
arm broke.
that was spiritual.
Very spiritual.
Yeah.
God, if you would play that video, brother, then we'll continue with the scriptures. But this is only about a minute or two long, but it's heavy. All right, and he starts off telling the truth, but you know how he do. He tell the truth, and then
Then he got to do what he do.
Then he tell a couple lies, because this really is Armageddon. But but BB Milkowski had nothing to do with it. The Lord
Push that.
is pushing this. All right, go ahead, brother.
Stephen Benern here. Really bad information I just got from a friend there
Pause it.
from Iran.
No, Stephen.
And Iran
You gotta
has
correct him, Stephen. This is very good information.
Right.
All right.
targeted U.S. forces. They have hit the sitcom, and they've also hit another hotel
Take it back a
housing
little
military.
Let's take it back. Let him go.
Hey friends, Stephen Benern here. Really bad information I just got from a friend there from Iran, and Iran has targeted U.S. forces. They have hit the sitcom, and they've also hit another hotel housing military personnel. There's high casualties. They have struck another base. Bahrain got hit a second time. And Kuwait and the air base in Kuwait and Qatar or excuse me, not air base, but bases both in Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain all have been attacked. I have been told that we have very high casualties amongst the attacks that are going on. And sadly to say, there are also generals that are telling the soldiers that we're fighting a Armageddon war. It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's because he don't know
This is
prophecy.
a Netanyahu.
He tries and he f's it up all
It
the
is a
time.
war that's
All right, so because he goes off from that point on, he's saying this is not an Armageddon war. This is B.B. Milkowski's war, and this is
Yahweh's hand all in the middle.
the
of this.
Lord is doing this, man, to draw the
Yes, sir.
He's doing this because he's drawing the people to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Hey, Ray didn't make that statement years ago. Wouldn't it be something if we have to stop fighting among ourselves?
Hey, I just
Right.
had a
Deal with
dream
something
last
from out
night.
there.
Yeah, and that's why I told all the brothers to watch War Machine.
That's
Right, because that's exactly what War Machine is. As a matter of fact, on the way in, Asha and I saw 2 chariots. All right, there's one in the western sky, and as we were looking at it, another one just appeared and started dancing. A little red one just started dancing all over the place.
Cause
All
it's
right, and I said if we see it, then the military sees it, and Esau's authority sees it, but they're gonna write it off. They're gonna say that it was a satellite or some shit. Right, but satellites just all of a sudden appear and just start dancing across the sky.
and that's the
Oh, and they
signs
were
in the
just-
heavens that's giving us hope.
Hey.
Right? That look, when we
Jeremiah
see these
10.
things,
Don't be
like
dismayed.
the other man was saying, they sing the chariot. I don't need to see it. I just need to hear him say it, and then I get amped off on him seeing it, because I understand what that means. We understand that this all hell about to break loose. We understand that, but we also understand our salvation is not fucking far away. We just gotta hold the fucking line, man. We just gotta hold the line. Don't give up. Don't let these fucking these evil spirits get in your mind and
Don't
try
let
to
weak
entice you.
bodies.
These don't
The
let
afflictions,
Bro.
the left side angels gonna try to afflict you more. They're gonna do all kinds
hold
of
the
things.
line.
They gonna send that woman to you.
Fucked
you know,
up thoughts.
That woman that's gonna go tell you she ain't married and she is. They gonna all kind of shit, man.
Absolutely.
They gonna do all
weird
kind of
shit.
things to try to throw you off your square.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen, man.
But the Lord just showed that blood moon too. That
Yep.
that
Sure
few
did.
couple of days ago.
Yep.
You know, so we're showing you that's the signs of the heavens to come, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Don't be dismayed.
You know, and I got to go the precept real quick. It's Joel 2:30, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillar of smoke. The sun should be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh come. And y'all about to see that great day. All you people that keep scoffing and don't want to listen to us, you seeing the chariots, the blood moons, and all of these signs that the Lord is showing us that he about to return. And he got these nations getting riled up, and then they about to go to war. They about to go to
Yeah,
a big
doing it now.
And now all these other nations are starting to make deals and bind together against Babylon, against Babylon and the Israelites, man. All right, that's exactly what they're doing. All right, and some of those nations were former NATO and EU nations.
Got a quick one.
Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. And so at the end of the day, this is the Most High's doing, man. And it's all going to end with these, with the missiles and the fire from the chariots. That's going to end the power structure of the wicked, man.
Con.
I got scripture for you.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
If it already being kindled.
It's already being kindled.
Right, I'm that manager outside the ropes. I'm sliding a chair into my fighter. All right, it's already kindled. Hit his ass with that chair.
He's trying to
Right,
stuff it out his pants.
right? Exactly. Okay. Everybody, right? And everybody's coming against these Babylonians, man. All right, you back up to the ropes, manager reaching in, grabbing your foot.
That's it.
That whole-
That's it.
But
Bring him over here in the corner. I'm gonna help you. That's it. Get him in the corner. I'm grabbing his foot. Now pull on him. He gonna hit the ground.
Yeah. So that's the thing, man. These nations are now starting to do collaborations against Babylon, and they're not really doing it against the Babylon to be malicious. They're doing it against Babylon because they're tired of them.
There you go.
They're tired of the bullying. They're tired of saints. They're tired of being right of taking the brunt of. You put tariffs on my partners that I deal with, and you fucking up my economy to build up yours. But then you want me to still buy into yours and buy your debt and use your currency, and you just sitting fat and pretty,
Right.
And we're not.
Right. IMF, all that shit.
You make all these, you doing all this willing and dealing, it's jacking your partners up. And so they're tired of that shit, man.
So they're greatly despised.
And so they are greatly despised, man. But get that Joel, the 3rd chapter, because of what's happening is that the Lord is drawing the nations into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, that's exactly. So they're there now. They're fighting in the valley of Jehoshaphat, and they're just going to get joined by more troops and more people. They keep saying that Europe is being drawn into this.
Yep. They actually are saying that this war is to usher in the Lord to come back.
Yeah.
They actually saying it.
Well, and they're saying it because the men of the Lord have put that vibration and that spirit in the earth because it's true.
Hey,
we watched the earth change from us
Yes.
preaching this word.
Yeah.
All right, we watched our people change.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for better or worse, we watched it. Okay, we saw it happen. It's a whole different vibration in the earth now, which is why we know that they're gonna eventually come. They're gonna eventually come against us and point the fingers at us, and the 2/3 is gonna ride with them. Because the 2/3 they want the world to go back to the way it was.
It ain't gonna happen.
Ain't gonna
Right?
happen.
They want a good job and to just be able to go to the family den
Right.
and drink and
The 50-yard line.
50-yard line to drink, get drunk, and try to sleep up, lay up with somebody else's wife.
That's right.
Right.
That's it.
I got that scripture you called for.
The Joel 3:12.
2.
Oh, okay.
This Joel chapter 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them.
Let's start at 1.
Yeah, go ahead. Start with us.
Oh, 1? Okay, Salaki.
I'm so excited.
Kind of me
Yeah,
too.
'cause, hey, these days,
Hey, you sound like Tank. All right?
Oh yeah, off the Matrix.
That's right.
Good times.
He was like, yeah.
Well, when you read those two, jump down the
excited.
scale. Okay.
This time got to come. It has to happen. It's time for these people to be judged for all the wickedness they done on this earth.
Exactly.
2/3 ass niggas that want to be joined hand with this devil. Y'all got to fucking pay. And that's just a beautiful thing. That's why we so excited because it's coming. We've been saying this for years, and y'all see it, and y'all still fucking scoff.
Hey, guess what?
And the scripture said they was gonna scoff.
Exactly. So
They
they
wasn't
doing
gonna
what they
require
do.
they saying.
Yeah, it says in the
Because-
last days there shall be scoffers,
Right.
brother.
Yeah.
You gotta learn not to we all get pissed off sometimes. We're in the flesh.
In the flesh, yeah.
But flip side of it is that I appreciate scoffers because that ensures
It's happening.
that we have better chances. You gotta look at it like that, brother.
It's happening.
They don't believe because the understanding
Yeah.
of this word is a gift.
It's
Yeah, we
been-
gonna-
And an even greater gift than that is the faith in it.
That's
Because
it.
you got people that don't really understand it, but they have faith that what we're talking, there are people watching us right now,
Yeah.
all right? Your future wives are watching us right now. And all of them don't really understand everything fully,
Right.
but they believe. And faith is a gift because some people just don't believe. They don't have the faith.
At all, period.
And so and I know a lot of people like that.
I do too.
All right? They just don't want to believe in it, man.
That's right.
I got a friend of mine that that grew up with me. I loved him like a brother. But I had to let him go. He don't believe in the Lord, I do. Because he feels like, when his brother died, his brother died when we were young. His first brother, because his youngest brother just died. But he was like, Mark was the good one. I don't know if one of us it should have been me. He said, he said if there was a God, then why would he take Mark?
Because he saved
And
your
so-
ass for the end.
So I'm like, and back then,
was wicked.
I tried to explain to him, about judgment, and when he said Mark never did nothing to nobody, man. He was, and he was, Mark was a good dude, man. He really was. I miss Mark too. That was my ninja. But
Yeah.
I also understand judgment, and that it's not about this lifetime. All right. I said, you know, Mark paid for something
Plus,
from one of them past lives, man.
plus,
Yeah.
we don't know what
Right.
Mark did when Mark was by
Well,
himself.
shit,
That's
Jack.
what.
True
Well,
that.
could've
that
been-
may be true, but
you know what
you
I'm
know,
saying?
Mark
Hanging
just wasn't one of them.
shit.
Mark was he really was he was one of them
Yeah.
But
goody two shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a good dude, man.
but
And
he's
so that in his eyes, he couldn't understand. He couldn't. No, he did not. But he couldn't understand why me. I was the one out here in the streets and gang banging and doing all
I
this
get
wild
that.
shit.
I get
And
that.
Mark was the good one. Went to school and got the straight A's and never hurt nobody. And all Mark wanted to do was push ups and kung fu all the time. You know, yeah, he was old Bruce Lee looking. You know,
right.
old swole ass, good looking dude who never did nothing to nobody. And
He get the judgment of the
and
wicked.
he got the judgment of you know. But I'm trying to explain to him about who no one ever died being innocent,
Exactly.
Right.
and that you know it wasn't what Mark did in this life. It could be something that Mark did in the past life.
And the Lord saved
Well,
he
you know.
be saving his wicked ass for the
And
end.
so yeah,
He
so
worried about why.
and
he-
man, well
he
you
should
know
be-
what he's done for because he even told me that he actually one day he admitted to me that he believed what I was saying that we are the chosen people.
Damn.
So that's
said
the
he-
wicked of wicked.
He told me he said I believe it. He said I believe it when you said that, man. But he said, but you know,
But.
he said, but that was a but. He said, but you said we gonna get the kingdom anyway.
That's
So
Oh, that's what it
he
is.
ain't one of them guys.
Yeah.
You know, so he been six figures for a while. You know, he
Gotta get smoking.
but you know, but it's that's calm down though. He ain't making them 3 months trips because he would go to Thailand every year for 3 months.
Get that smoking smoke.
You know?
Hit
So
the
he ain't
front
making
eye.
them trips like he used to. You know,
Thailand.
and everything's starting to it's all because it's drying up, man. Everything's drying up. You know.
He ain't getting no meat. Like,
I got that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
This back at this
Joel.
Joel, the water pops. This Joel chapter 3 verse 1, right? And then you said after 2.
Yeah, after you do read the verse 2, jump down to 12.
Okay, come. This Joel 3 and 1. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall be bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations,
Message.
God, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people."
So the Lord is doing this because how
Personal pronoun.
what you did to the elect.
That's right.
Because not only did you punish Jake, who was wicked, which is still the Lord's children,
He's still gonna get it for them too.
you gonna
Yeah,
still get it for
Because you
them.
touched it, regardless whether you touched the
touched the
2/3
Lord's elect.
or you
It's
touched the
apple of his eye.
one of the 1/3. You touched the apple of his eye, man. Because he's like, that's my wicked child. I punish him.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Who are you to put your hands on?
There you
So,
go.
Exactly.
You know, so there you go. Because you even got to pay for Trayvon Martin and George Floyd. You got to pay for all that, man.
What was his name?
You know, all them poor Jakes who got lynched and torn to pieces
Sandra Bland.
and cut up
Yeah.
and burned. You know,
Yeah.
all them Jakes that you
The
tortured
Levi
and
commercial.
hung.
The Levi,
Right.
the Levi fucking
Yeah.
Because in a sense,
All them Gadites that you
Timberland
ripped apart.
Oh,
You know, all
yeah.
them guys that you put a horse on one rope on each arm and made the horses run in 4 directions.
Yeah.
You all that,
Yeah, all
man.
that stuff.
All them Mexicans you hung.
To this day.
All them Gadites you hung. You got to pay for all that,
No,
man.
for real, to this day.
Hey, the scriptures refer to it say that you fought our affliction.
Yeah,
So we deserve punishment, but nigga, you went over and beyond.
Crack
all
on
When it was
that.
supposed to be over with,
You
it kept going.
did too much, big dog. You did too much.
You did extra, you
crack
did all
on
that
that
extra
hood.
shit, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
It says, "And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations."
So so the Israelites have been scattered among all people.
Yep.
That's why these black only guys, and them other dummies, them Northern Kingdom only guys, because you got them idiots out there too.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You know, you got them Northern
Misery
Kingdom
loves company.
that's pushing that all Judites or Hamites.
Right.
Dumbass.
Which is
Yeah,
stupid.
right. So it's the reverse. The
Right.
same dumb shit. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It
Go
says,
ahead.
it said, "And parted my land."
Oh yeah.
Jumping down to verse 12, "Let the heathen be awakened."
Right.
Awakened.
Y'all start at 10.
10? Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
10 through 14.
Kind of. This Joel 3 and 10. beat your plowshares into swords.
And that's what's happening. Go
Mhm.
ahead.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
Because Iran, like we said, Iran has been planning for this American invasion since they invaded Iraq.
Yup.
Because Iraq, everyone knew that Iraq had nothing to except dumbass Americans. But the rest of the world knew that Iraq had nothing to do with 911
At all.
at all. And then these supposed T word guys who committed this act on a plane that never really happened. It was a hologram.
Let's roll.
All right, right. All that. These were supposedly Saudi nationals, which a lot of these guys popped up on videos alive saying, "I'm right here. I didn't do that. I'm alive. I didn't blow up in the plane. It's me." All right.
Damn.
So I mean, turn the page, turn it off. Esau don't want right. They looking so Esau's so. Only people who believe that shit is dumbass Americans. Real talk.
Yeah.
And mostly the white ones. What's some dumbass Jake too?
Yeah.
Right. And the reason they want to believe it is because it's too hurtful to think that my government, my fellow white man would never do this to me.
Kill that many
No,
people.
they did that to you.
Kill that
You know,
many
you remember COVID?
Yeah.
They did that to you.
Message.
All right, continue.
It says,
I was just gonna say, he that
Just grab it.
Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
And so Iran has proved that they strong because they winning. Little bitty Iran is actually beating the greatest superpower and the Israelites.
Mhm.
Okay, at war.
Yeah, everybody
And American media have been covering this shit up
Yeah.
as if they're winning.
And they got like mountains on like every side and desert. Like it's just a perfect
Well,
place.
everybody is taking battle strategy from Vietnam. You don't have to confront America head on. We do this motherfucking guerrilla warfare shit. You want to do this? Let's paint the ground.
$1,000 worth of paint and just spend millions.
Yeah, hey,
That was genius.
That was absolute genius. Hey, y'all had no problem painting the image of YAHAWASHI, which y'all wanted it to be. They said, well, we go paint the ground and make it be something that you want to hear.
Yeah, so you could think about it too. Their spy planes are flying over, getting all the intel
and shit.
Right, and they going back, gave all this weak ass intel, and sent they bombers to runways of paintings.
Exactly.
Paint a whole air base. They put up a few fake buildings and shit.
Right.
And they
Got
right.
Got their
So you
ass.
got what's his name? Welvin. You got him, nigga.
Yeah.
Got him.
Hey, what's the name of that movie? Hey, Slop, what's the name of that movie? What's it called? Damn, it just came out the show. They make you see illusions and shit. Shit in there.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah, that was that.
Okay.
Now you see me, now you don't. And shit.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man. So they painted that and did all that stuff and have you spending billions of dollars worth of fucking machinery and weaponry on some shit that cost them. Like I said, paint this up. Make sure you looks good and whatnot. And we want it to be high definition. So
It wasn't though.
Exactly.
It wasn't. It's just Esau technology that weak that they couldn't see 3D. They can't. It's like it only seen 2D. It didn't see the depth. It didn't see no depth.
No.
Because if your technology was raw enough, you would have seen it was a flat fucking surface.
Man,
Esau's a fucking. His shit is weak.
It would have been funny that shit.
Yeah, well,
And they knew that though, because you gotta think, Iran been preparing for Esau.
Well, that's what I'm
They
saying.
been waiting. They
Yeah.
just, hey, what I watched the video say Iran been preparing for the great Satan.
Yeah.
They been preparing for him.
Yeah.
So they
Beat
been
him in his own game.
they been beat him at his own.
Yeah.
They proud. Oh look, we found this.
Yeah.
Well, let's bomb it. They didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
They just went off them. They didn't care.
But it showed how bloodthirsty Esau
No, but
is.
look.
Hey.
We said this Edomite doesn't have no real smart. He's a motherfucking thief. He's a motherfucking criminal.
Hey.
And the only thing he ever invented was the patent office to take the shit that we made.
Hey, and then the scriptures say Egypt shall err in every work.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's,
Thank you.
And that's in everything, nigga. Your military, look, you can't treat. Look, if you treated your military right, they wouldn't give a fuck what you sent them to war for. They wouldn't have gave a fuck because they eating. You know how many soldiers, how many Americans would be lining up to join the American military?
If it was told that they take care
Well,
of
no,
you.
I have to disagree with that, bro.
Shit.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Right.
Because you do have people.
Join for
You get niggas do.
Yeah.
But you got people who really you got men out there who really believe in the whole thing that they're taught. Because the military is one of the things they teach you
My
the whole
uncle
time
like
of boot
that.
camp is about honor and shit.
Apple pie,
It's
man.
not just they're not like Vikings where they just want to
Shit,
raid and
exactly.
maraud and shit. But
Right, no.
now you got those type people in there. But the point is that the whole time you in boot camp, you're taught honesty.
Honor.
You don't steal. You don't. You know.
Apple pie.
Matter of fact, I was taught
My
that
uncle like that.
that Marines don't steal. We acquire.
Damn.
Damn.
Exactly.
We
So
acquire.
right. So you
Wow.
right.
Right.
That's
Right.
the way it's still.
That's
I like that.
Right.
I like
But
that.
that's
one.
what
I
they-
like that one.
That's what they taught me. They're
We
like
acquired.
if you were missing some
We acquired.
We
equipment,
acquired.
you would go acquire it from first platoon.
Right.
Yeah, or
You would acquire it. You don't.
Can I
It's
acquire
like no,
it?
Marines don't steal. You go acquire that.
if you come across,
But you know,
That's funny.
What-
it is kind of funny. But the truth,
what walked in the field, like I said, like when D-Mash them was over there and they were talking about how motherfucking toilets and fucking salt and faucets and shit was made of gold. It was like,
Oh
where'd
yeah.
all that shit go though?
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, but
Yeah, I
that
know
was
what
the
you're
point. There's got like the honor of not leaving another soldier behind.
That's right.
The honor of standing by your the guy that's with you to the end. You know, instead
Right.
of cowering out and running and leaving them. You know, there's a certain level of honor and honesty. You know, not doing another man wrong. Now you always gonna have assholes who violate that. And so you got and that's the thing. That's why these Americans, these Babylonians, about to really we never did read Isaiah 19 because they really are about to go to war with each other because you have Americans that are all about the Constitution and white Jesus Christianity and then being a good Christian and all that, and they really believe in that.
That's
And
right.
then you got those who know that's bullshit, and they just using it as an excuse to rule and control people. But then you got to think about the blind followers who don't know no better, who think that that's real and think that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they're like, wait a minute, you're breaking the rules, and we
And that's punishable by death.
Right.
And I
So
I
that's
put you
what
to
the-
death.
so
or
that's
take
where
a
the
chance
division
to
is
it.
coming in
That's
because you
it.
got those who think they want to do right, and then you got those who are
They've
manipulated.
been manipulated.
Right.
In the
They've
name what?
been brainwashed.
Like you
I've
usually
been
say.
brainwashed.
In the name of what? In the name of the color of the law.
Very,
Not that they're
very-
abiding them,
Yes.
but they have to keep as minimal of their hoopla covered.
The mayor from Gangs of New York.
Mm.
All right, what he said, he did. That's what you were trying to.
Yeah,
When he told Bill the Butcher, all right, when he wanted Bill the Butcher to go kill the Irish guy, what do you call him?
the foreman.
No, he wasn't a foreman. He was just newly elected as
Alderman.
as an alderman. Thank you, because he was newly elected as a sheriff.
Sheriff.
Okay.
Right, and he didn't want the Irish guys to have that kind of power. Sheriff is also, he has political influence and power.
Yeah,
Right.
he gets voted
So he was like, he was mad that Irish guy
They got popped.
became the sheriff.
Right.
So he was like, no, he can help my opponents, my political opponents, and so he wanted Bill the Butcher to go take him out. And Bill the Butcher was like, why don't you just send your crushers? Crushers were the police. Because all the police used to be the crusher gang. So they took the crushers and made them police. Just like you remember when the fire departments were out there fighting while the house was burning. Because they would form a gang. So they
that was
both
that
showed up
old
to the
day.
fire
Yeah, that's when
at
they
the
were-
same time. Instead of putting out the fire, they started banging on each other. All right? Because they were all gangbangers. So that it just goes to show you, so is the king, so is the people. So the rulers are all corrupt. So that's like that movie is a very deep movie, man, because it's showing you that your whole political system is all full of crooks, killers, and
Right.
cutthroats.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so he said, no, I don't want to have my crushers take out that sheriff
Right.
because he said because the law must have the appearance are being upheld to the highest, especially as we're breaking it. My favorite line in the whole movie. He said, especially as we're breaking it. That's what this whole administration, that's how Esau rose.
Yep.
All right? So he got Bill the Butcher, which would be a black ops guy,
Right.
you know,
Right.
or like a CIA or a Mossad agent or something, to go take out this guy. Make it look like action.
Like in 1800s.
That movie was set.
Gangs of New York,
That movie
yeah.
was set
Yeah.
around the time of the Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Because
Right.
the race riot that broke out were over. The race riot that broke out in New York, and they started killing niggas, is because they were trying to recruit white boys to go fight for them niggas down south. So they got mad and started attacking.
Okay, I remember that movie.
So that movie set place in New York in the 5 Points where all the barrels meet.
Right. Yeah, the streets was all still twisted up.
Where all the boroughs meet.
Right.
So he was like, I control they will fight for who had power over the five.
Yeah, I remember
the 5
that.
points.
I got it now.
Bill the Butcher.
Yeah,
But it's a very spiritual movie if
Very
you really
good
watch
movie,
it.
man.
You can get a lot of you can do a lot of lessons off that movie, man. You get a lot out of it.
Okay.
But there you go with the code of law.
Okay.
Esau operates within the color of law, where he makes the appearance that he's keeping up the law. They'll start talking about, I signed another executive order. Well, I signed a new this. All that bullshit.
Right.
When the law, when the law of the land, the Constitution tells you quite blankly, I had a receipt right here in the phone, that any code or statute, any new executive order, all right, if it does not match, if it goes against constitutional law, then that means that it's null and void. It's repugnant and it's null and void. And null and void. That's literally what the Black's Laws Dictionary says about any law or statute that goes contrary to the law of the land. The same way you have within Christianism, within Judaism, and any other ism, all these things, these religious practices that go contrary to the scriptures. All right? That which even Ronald Reagan himself said in 1983 that the King James Bible was the official law of the land of America, and they've been violating it before and even more so since then with all this alphabet
Before,
shit.
during, and after.
Yeah, before, during, and after.
Finish that.
This is Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
And see, and that's what 2nd Ezra's 13th chapter is all about. Because of and that's how we know that the end is near, because they're now in the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
But we know that the Lord doesn't show up until the chip is mandated, which means what? The chaos and the sedition has to come, and that's at hand now.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, that Marine getting his arm broke and manhandled by all those men like there has basically, that set the seed. That was a seed planted. And I'm already pissed off because if you go on the internet right now, there's going to be thousands of videos of mostly Edomites talking about replacing their government with people who actually follow the law. The Americans, this is the way, and it's mostly white Americans that are saying this, because niggas is too busy trying to have fun, trying to stack cash and look for the new hustle, right? And then of course you're gonna have those few ninjas and spiggers that's gonna follow behind Esau.
The raisin,
Put on their war paint too, or put on their fatigues and go. But most niggas and spiggers just want to get a truck or a Charger.
That's right.
And ride around and try to drift, do donuts, and try to smoke weed and get with somebody else's woman. Because for some reason pussy feel better when it's somebody else's.
Niggas started.
So that you're right.
I mean,
to a nigga, that's right, because they ain't got no fear of the Lord, or they don't understand biology too. Last thing you want to do is want to be mixing your stuff with some Yeah, when you understand that, then you understand why the Lord meant for a woman to be with only one man. You know, and you don't want to go inside some. That's basically you know, especially if you're gonna put your mouth on it.
Right.
You might as well go down
That's
on
why
him.
I
'Cause
don't.
that's some gay shit.
Right.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
and you right about that because Jake making these dumbass, fruitless videos talking about we ain't with them, Iran. We not with them. Iran don't give a shit. Iran look at two niggas the same. You look at the so-called white man.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. Them Edomites didn't show you no mercy, and we got scattered to them too.
That's it.
Right.
All right. And they use and abuse it. And as a matter of fact, our people that's among them are being horribly mistreated to this day.
That's it.
Okay.
Blown over and shitted on. Go ahead.
All right. This Joel 3 and 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
So there we go, man. And so the Lord, the right hand of the Lord should be turned unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's getting ready to come down upon all I do. Me, somebody get that Isaiah 34 and 8.
But you got one more.
one more
That's 14.
Come.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Come. This is Joel 3 and 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
And that's explained in 2nd Ezra 13th chapter when he said that he spoke not a word, but but what came out of his mouth, that was them death rays coming from the Death Star, which is the fathership. When YAHAWASHI show up in that gigantic vehicle,
Man.
all right, and that like the same two we just saw, all right. Like I said on the way here, you know, the brother Asha and I, we saw two chariots, man. All right, we were looking at the big one just sitting there, and out of nowhere, the little red one just appeared and started blinking and dancing and moving all over the place.
Just imagine how big it is.
That's what, did I not say that?
That's what he said.
I said
It's
that's
looking
ain't,
like a
He
star.
said Leo low over the city.
it's sitting in low orbit, you know. I said it seems like it's close, but it's sitting in low orbit, which means
It's
it's
moving
ginormous,
fast as hell. It's
You
that
know,
big,
it's
moving that fast.
huge.
Moving.
And even that little one that was blinking, it probably was ginormous as well.
That's
And then we know that they can change shape and all kind of stuff.
Right.
Alright.
So they got, you know, the heavenly technology that can turn on the dime. It can do 90-degree, not like Pop said, you know, you got these planes that are flying at Mach 15 or whatever,
Right.
and it take them a whole 2 miles to
Yeah.
turn. All right.
1.5.
Well, when you got something that's moving damn near at the speed of light,
Yep.
that's faster than the
Stop.
speed of
Just
sound,
stop.
they can stop and go on the next, do a 90-degree turn,
And don't
you know,
feel
make
no
a square.
And
You know,
what's cool is that it don't even make that sonic
Sonic
boom.
boom.
Yeah.
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 no
Because
no
the Lord-
exhaust system,
Yep.
no propulsion system,
the-
no noise, quiet.
Yeah, that's the teleportation. Like
no, it's the Lord's technology.
That's right.
It's far beyond.
Yeah, hey,
Understanding of human-
look. Esau physics don't come into play when the chariots are in
When you're
effect.
talking about something, you know, we're talking about the entity that said, "Let there be light."
Message.
So come on, man.
So I get
All right.
So
So when he makes a vehicle, you know, it ain't gonna stall out and break down and fall in the desert.
Right.
And then you come take it and drag it to
some
Area
area
51.
51.
Get out of here, man.
And reverse engineer.
What's that, Roswell?
Yeah, Roswell. That bullshit.
That
Right.
sounds crazy.
Esau just be lying, man.
Right.
And then he, because he always try to come with a pseudoscience to try to explain
We
something.
reverse engineer.
Right? They got a thing on right now about the dinosaurs with Morgan Freeman narrating it. I'm not even gonna watch that shit.
Right.
Right.
Because they gonna talk about
Big coon.
they gonna talk about 60
Million
years ago,
years.
40 minutes. No, man, that was not as long ago as you think.
They do that shit to hide their hair.
Right? And wait till the Lord reveal them type of creatures. Oh man,
I
y'all,
can't wait
your
for
people
Leviathan
are
to
really
come out
in
the
for
ocean.
Yeah, hold on.
Godzilla.
So y'all don't understand when y'all reading in Job about Behemoth and
41.
and Leviathan, huh?
that's basically your Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah.
That's what Behemoth and Godzilla is. That's your Godzilla and King Kong right there.
Yeah.
Let's get this in second as we get ready to wrap it.
You don't want that, Isaiah?
Yeah, get that Bible shot.
I got it.
Go.
You want it now?
Yeah, get it now.
Isaiah 34:8. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of..."
Wait. You know what? Read 5 first, and that thing come down.
Okay.
Edom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Because that's the main target. He don't get all the other nations, but the Lord's main target is Edom. And Edom is running around. You know that's who the Israelites are. Okay, and you know Iran is not Amalek. They're Elam, dummies.
Thank you.
Okay,
Right.
That's some you know that's some of that projection shit we always talk about.
Right.
They're projecting.
I'll read it in the NLT then.
Bible shot.
This is Isaiah 34:5 in the NLT. It says, "And when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. The sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with fat, and the blood of the lambs and goats with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice. Yes, the Lord will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra." Right, and this is modern day Basra, America.
Yep.
It says he will make a mighty slaughter in Edom, even as men as strong as wild oxen will die, the young men alongside the veterans. The land will be soaked with blood and the soil enriched with fat. For it is the day of the Lord's revenge, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Yasharallah.
I thought Edom.
That's why he don't want to be the Edomite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 35.
And then Ezekiel 13. What you was gonna say something?
No, that's why he pushed that million years bullshit to hide that he's Edom and shit.
Exactly. It's all. You're right. It's all that pseudoscience so he can duck and dodge his Edomite history. All right. But this is a 2 Ezra 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, because this has happened almost simultaneously, as we just read, because he's going to completely wipe out this place, and he's going to wipe out all them armies over in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. The same way in that movie War Machine, all the things came to the earth, and they immediately attacked all the earth's armies. But it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. It's like a spinning fire, like a tornado of ray, of fire, and concentrated heat. Okay, and it says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and it fell with violence upon the multitude, which were prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was perceived, but only the dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw it, I was afraid. So, you know, Ezra's witness, YAHAWASHI, in a vision, annihilate the armies of the earth that were all gathered in the Valley of Jehoshaphat to fight him. Because when the Lord shows up and destroys America, then the same force is going to try to meet him and try to stop and try to fight him. All right? And the Lord's going to annihilate them all, man. Okay?
Oh my goodness. When you read that, I keep thinking of that apocalypse. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yeah. So the Lord it's gonna be a lot worse than that.
Absolutely.
Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all the praises, all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kakodash,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.
Your ass is true.
Too little, too late.